This video is for new to real estate agents and for agents who are looking to restart their careers and who are now thinking, you know what? I think Relevate might be the right place for me. You will have reached that conclusion by watching our recommended educational videos. But in case you haven't, I've put a link to our learning center for real estate agents in the description below, and you can start there if you're interested. Meanwhile, for those who already know about us and are saying, I'm pumped, is there anything else I need to know before I jump in and get started with Relevate? You're at the right place. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Mike Regan, founder and CEO of Relevate Real Estate. A higher proportion of our agents are top producers than at any other mid-sized to large brokerage. We're designed to help agents become top producers and to help top producers to continue growing rapidly while also having a balanced life. This video assumes you already know important things about us, like we focus on doing business by referral, and we are for agents who have the ability and determination to become top producers, which means 10 million in annual volume, which equates to 25 homes sold per year, and at Relevate, that ends up being about $195,000 in annual take-home income. In this video, I'll explain 4 things: what new or restart agents can expect from us, how we will know if you are right for Relevate, what your revenue, expenses, and income should look like on the path to top producer, and also what you'll need to bring to the table to become a top producing real estate agent who also has a balanced life. If you are an experienced or top producing agent, this video will not apply to you because this video is focused on high quality new or restart agents. Instead, I've put a link in the description below to a similarly named video made just for you. When you join Relevate, you should expect to be plugged into our proprietary and proven business system that has enabled so many new to real estate agents to go smoothly from new to top producing agent within 1 to 3 years. The goal is for you to have both maximum income and the best life balance. Our system is designed to get you to that as soon as possible. That journey is not easy. It's hard, but it's doable hard. In real estate, you need to get clients and you need to serve clients. That's it. Over the past 17 years, we've used operations research techniques to determine the most efficient ways to do all aspects of both of these major activities. And all along, we've been improving the details of every part of every process. We'll actually never be finished with that effort because we think everything can always be done 10 times better. We start with teaching you how to do real estate and how to serve buyer and seller clients. That way you'll actually know what you're talking about when you touch base with your sphere of influence, and you'll know what to do next when you get a referral. You'll do most of your initial learning by watching compelling videos like this one. Then later, when you actually have a client, you'll watch these videos again because you'll be even more motivated to know the information, and besides, you'll need to study everything again to have it really sink in. This learning will include how to use our custom CRM software that organizes and manages all parts of the process of getting and serving clients. Also, you'll have several coaches who will help you learn how to apply all this learning with real clients in the real world so you won't have to worry about dropping any balls. The coaches will expect that you know your stuff from paying close attention to those videos that we work so hard to make for you. And at times, they may ask you to re-watch a video or two, because the information in these videos is very densely packed, and naturally you may not have remembered every detail from the first time or two that you watched them. Okay, so once you have a basic idea of how to do real estate and how to serve buyers and sellers, we'll teach you how to actually get those clients so you can serve them. As you know, we focus exclusively on working by referral. That starts with building a sphere of influence, abbreviated SOI, of at least 150 people to start, so that you'll have people to market to who already have agreed to refer you to their family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers. If you already know a lot of people in the local area, this will still require a lot of work. If you don't, this will be the single most difficult part of your real estate career. This will take a lot of focus and work for at least a year. It's hard, but like I said, it's doable hard. We'll teach you how to do it, but of course, you'll need to do the work. Once a person has joined your SOI, you'll send them a marketing piece each month. We've got this totally planned for you already. You just need to send it out. Now here's an important point. The purpose of all our marketing is to set up easy opportunities for you to call your SOI and ask for referrals. For example, last month, our agents sent their SOIs, this magazine designed and printed by our marketing department and customized to each agent. The calls behind it sounded something like, "Hi Bob, I just wanted to make sure you got my magazine I sent you. Oh, you think I'm amazing that I knew all that real estate information and was able to put it together into such a professional publication? Well, thanks. I've got a pretty great team and I'm an excellent leader. Hey, now that you think I'm even more awesome than you ever realized, do you know anyone who is thinking about buying or selling a home? Because I'm never too busy to help them." When you build your SOI, then send them the marketing supplied by Relevate and follow up with them, you will start receiving tons of referrals. Once you receive a referral, the first step is to meet with them and convert them into a client, meaning they have chosen you as their agent. For buyers, you'll have learned how to do the Relevate buyer orientation, and as a result, you should be able to convert 90% plus of the buyer referrals you receive into clients. Typically, new or restart agents will serve buyers themselves with the advice of our coaches until they get busy enough to need client service manager help. However, selling homes, also known as listing them, requires much more judgment, analysis, and expertise than helping buyers. As a result, new and restart agents are expected to work fully with our seller success support team to help you both convert and serve these clients. This team helps you practice the listing consultation. They do the analysis of the as-is price and improvement opportunities for the home. They deliver the home preparation consultation. They provide project management for improvement projects, and they stage the home. So you can expect all that from Relevate. Now, how will we know if you're right for Relevate? There are 4 signs that you are likely to be right for us. First, you come to your initial meeting with us very knowledgeable about how Relevate works and what makes us different from other brokerages. And you're convinced our approach is uniquely best for you. You know this because you've watched all the recommended videos or read the blogs on our Agent Learning Center. Second, you're on time for every meeting we have for you, just as we'll be on time for meetings with you because we respect you and your time, and vice versa. 3, you don't have another job, you plan to keep working. 4, you want to be on the fast track to being a top producer with a balanced life, and in fact, your personal production goals are significantly higher than our production standards of $2 million in annual volume the first year, $5 million for the second year, and $10 million plus for the third year on. You're very confident that you'll exceed these standards because you've seen evidence of many other Relevate agents doing it. And your attitude is, if anyone else can do it, then I know I can do it. So those are the 4 ways we can tell if an agent is likely a good fit for Relevate. Knowledgeable and already convinced about Relevate, on time, no other job, and confident of blowing away our standards. Now, let's dig into the details of what it'll be like to be on that path to being a top producer with a balanced life. First, at Relevate, selling higher levels of volume is the result of working smarter, not harder each year. And in fact, as you work continually smarter with our system, you should expect to sell more each year in fewer hours each week. That's wonderful because our system is about maximum take-home income and a balanced life. Eventually. All that can and will happen for you, but do not plan on a balanced life right away. To get where you want to go, you will very likely need to have an unbalanced life. At least for a little while, as you're getting started, you'll probably need to temporarily sacrifice other parts of your life to your business in order to someday soon have a more balanced life than anyone else you know, except your fellow Relevate agents. Here are the exact first-year numbers of a typical agent who learned our system and worked it as her full-time job. She closed 18 transactions with an average sales price of $350,000 for a total volume of $6.3 million. That added up to $176,125 of total commission, of which $65,120 was paid to Relevate. That's 36% of her commission. She also paid $21,930 in referral fees, which means these were clients referred to her by other agents. She also took in $4,938 in compliance fee income and $1,450 in Relevate sales contest prizes. Her total transaction expenses, measurements and photos and so forth, were $1,768, She had $6,363 in expenses for client service manager labor and $1,593 for all her marketing expenses. All this yielded a total of $85,739 in first-year take-home income. Two things about these numbers. First, notice that the volume this agent did in her first year was $6.3 million, which is beyond even our second-year standard of $5.3 million. That and the rest of these numbers are very typical for agents who truly bring the ability and work ethic needed to learn and apply the Relevate business system. There are many agents who actually exceeded all these numbers. However, you need to know that as much as we explain our system and what is required to be successful, more to come, about half of the new to real estate agents and restart agents who join us just do not succeed because they either didn't have the basic ability to gain the trust of their sphere of influence, or they didn't apply themselves in a professionally mature way. You will have to determine if you have the basic ability and you totally control the effort you make. If you've got both, you will succeed. If you lack either of these, you won't. It's not random luck. In a moment, I'll share a comprehensive list of the characteristics and mindset you'll need to be successful. To illustrate this even better, I made a video documenting real-life case studies of 5 new or restart agents who succeeded brilliantly at Relevate and 5 who did not. That would be a really good video for you to watch, and I've put a link in the description below so you can find it easily. When you watch that video, it'll be really clear for you. You'll either think, no problem, I bring all the right characteristics to do great at Relevate, I'll be another success story. Or you might think, I don't really know that I have what it takes. Again, everything I'm sharing with you here is not to sell you on Relevate. The purpose here is to be straight with you so you can make the very best decision for yourself. The second point about these numbers is you'll have noticed this agent paid 36% of their first year commission to Relevate. The standard long-term amount that agents pay at Relevate for the marketing, management, coaching, and software support we provide is 20%. However, at the beginning, most new agents pay an additional 30% called the training investment for a total of 50% of the commission. This additional amount partially covers the additional costs Relevate needs to invest to get new agents up to speed about how to actually do real estate and how to build a sphere of influence and get consistent referrals. Now, 2 more points about this training investment. First, this 30% training investment can be reduced quickly in your first year by doing the right things to grow your business. By memorizing 3 key scripts and growing your sphere of influence, for example. So, that 30% is set up more as an incentive for you. The more you do the process that will make you successful, the faster and lower that 30% goes down and the more of the commission you keep. And the second point about that 30% is if you've had significant real estate or sales experience, you may be able to start at a lower training investment because you may not need as much training and coaching, and that will cost us less. Most agents who are successful at Relevate do more than $5 million in their first year, and they typically sell over $10 million plus in their second year. The agent in this example actually did $13.3 million in her second year. However, let's look at the typical numbers for an agent at Relevate who sells right at $10 million in annual volume. This example agent would sell 25 transactions at $400,000 average sales price equals $10 million in volume. That equals $300,000 in total commission. Now, from here, it gets real simple. Once you reach 10 million, we guarantee that you'll keep at least 65% of your total commission after all costs, including the 20% and all your marketing and client service support. So 65% times 300,000 total commission equals 195,000 minimum take-home income. The details of this guarantee are in another video you've already seen, linked in the description below, which also includes a $5,000 prize for any agent at any brokerage who achieves what we promise outside of the Relevate business system. Nobody stepped up to claim that prize yet. Final point on this. If 65% take-home income for a top producer doesn't seem like a lot, be sure to rewatch the 2 videos in the description below titled, Which is the Best Team for Quality, Volume, Cost, and Income, and What is the Cost of Doing Business at Relevate? Those videos show comparisons to every other way of organizing a real estate business as a top producing agent. Okay, we'll conclude this video by listing specific personal strengths and mindsets needed to be successful in our system, just to make sure we've told you everything you need to know before we make a mutual decision about whether Relevate is right for you. As we wrap up, I'll cover important personal characteristics you'll need, the need to stick to a consistent schedule each day and stay focused on the most important activities, and the need to make reasonable investments in your business as you grow. The key personal characteristics you need to succeed are the following. You must be able to get people to trust you with their reputation, which is what they're doing when they refer you. You'll need to be seen as a leader. If you're seen as a leader now among the people you spend time with, great. If not, that could make it difficult to succeed in this business. You need to be very comfortable reaching out to people, calling them to check in, and asking for business. If you can't or won't do that, being a sales agent is not at all the business for you. Being able to do this requires that you value being respected and achieving your goals more than you value being liked and not bugging people. You can be an introvert. This means you can interact with people just fine, but it drains you and you need your share of me time every day. In fact, I'm an introvert and so are more than half of our top producers here. We introverts are not as excited about socializing, but we're very good at staying focused on our goals. You need to be self-motivated. We can teach you and coach you, but you have to bring strong inner desire and self-accountability. You need to be professional. That means being on time for everything, dressing well during the business day, and keeping your social media free from immature material or political opinions. You must be humble and coachable and willing to get out of your comfort zone and just do it. And you need to be grateful for every good thing you're surrounded by. And as I said earlier, to get started, you'll either need to have a good number of local people in your current sphere of influence, or you'll need to be prepared to grind through the tough work of building a sphere in your first 6 months. This will be the hardest part of your real estate career, but once you've done it, you'll never have to do it again. And finally, we've learned that you must really need to earn money. If you're doing this as a hobby, you won't be willing to work through the challenges along the way. Now let's talk about scheduling your day to focus on the most important activities. First, real estate must be your full-time job, and until you're a top producing agent, you must be free to do it during all normal working hours and part of Saturday. Monday through Friday, you'll need to set aside 2 hours each day for learning and 6 hours each day to build and stay in touch with your sphere of influence. These should be regular hours on your calendar, interrupted only for true emergencies. Once you get busy with clients, you can reduce the learning to 1 hour and the marketing to 3 hours, but that's the minimum for the rest of your career. Once you get so busy with clients that it interferes with learning and marketing, that's when you know to start using client service managers. At Relevate, there's a group of sales agents who meet at the office every day from 10 to 11:30 to do what is called Referral Focus Time, during which they do 90 minutes of sphere building and client contact. Participation is not required, but we definitely recommend considering it. I did this myself for years, and I credit it with getting me from $8 million in production to $23 million per year. And during that time, I went from working 50 hours a week on my real estate sales business down to 15 hours a week because of the marketing and client service support built into the Relevate business system. Smart agents realize that the way to get freedom someday soon is to be disciplined and structured now. To be successful, you really need to send marketing material to your sphere every month, so you'll have a reason to call them and ask for referrals. This marketing isn't expensive, but it does cost money and you need to be prepared to make this investment. This is an example of it takes at least some money to make money. If you look at the real life first-year financials we showed earlier, you'll see that agent closed $6.3 million in volume, but only spent $1,593 in marketing. So it is possible to keep the cost reasonable, but it's not possible to reduce it to zero. We will plan and line up effective marketing campaigns for you to send to your sphere, and you need to be ready to do all of them. And remember, you do not pay for anything until you have a closing, so actually, Relevate is taking the risk with you. We are totally comfortable with that because we know that the biggest risk is not investing in marketing. So that's it. Assuming you've watched the recommended videos or read the blogs on our Agent Learning Center, you know how Relevate Real Estate works. Only one thing remains, the Relevate Sales Agent Agreement you'll sign in order to officially be a Relevate sales agent if we mutually agree that Relevate is the right place for you. I made a video explaining that as well, the Sales Agent Agreement, and it's in the description below. If you're ready to schedule a time to talk with us, you can use the link below as well. Whether Relevate is the right place for you or not, I hope all our educational videos and blogs have been a really big help for you to decide what's best for you. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below and we'll reply as soon as possible.